Day 51. Read my Ground Up a Self-Love Workbook for the Generational Curse Breaker with me. Okay. So, day 51. Let's get into it. You are watching this video because you are the generational curse breaker. You are the chosen one, the set apart one for such a time as this. And you are breaking limiting beliefs, cycles, patterns, and thought processes, right? Those are what generational curses are, by the way. And yeah, anytime we are reading from this book, it is because we are at the bank and baby, we are trading in those generational curses for generational wealth. We are getting our money's worth. Okay, run me my money. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. If you are still listening, I am your people, you're my people. Like this video, save it, and also follow because we're on day 51. And yeah, you're a little bit late, but it's okay. I'd rather you be late than never show up, baby. I'd rather you be late than never show up. So let's go ahead and get into the read. If it does resonate with you, I definitely suggest clicking the link and grabbing yours so we can do the work together. It is definitely a workbook. Okay, this is for shit show. This is not for shits and giggles. Okay, now into the read. So we're gonna stop there. Page 57, 56. I know that we are in the sacral because it says the sacral's connection to the heart and third eye chakras. We have been on this page before, but it was some time ago, and we're actually going to go ahead and read from page 57 and not 56, okay? And this is, like I mentioned, the sacral chakra. This is about relationships, friendships, all the ships, okay? All the ships, baby. Really and truly, this is, I think, one of the longest chapters in this book aside from the throat chakra, because the ships are important. Like, you need to know where the ship is going. You need to know where the ship is going, honey, if you're gonna get in that motherfucker. You need to know where it's going. You need to know who's in that bitch. You need to know if it's any holes in that. You need to know it's some things you need to know before you get in the ship. All right. And so your sacral is about your relationships. It's about your connections. This is, destiny helpers. This is also too, when we start tapping into like fasting, not so strictly, but one of the reasons why we fast, just understanding that aspect of it, or where the Holy Spirit can come into our womb, where we can start to birth the Christ, if you will. And we start talking about creativity and emotions and all that other good stuff. And like I said, speaking to like your romantic partnerships, equally yoked relationships, equally yoked connections, things of that nature. We can also speak about pleasures in this chakra, because it is also highly sexual. So your sacral, that is where, you're talking about your womb space, but it is also a great representation for sexual energy, right? Is where we house our sexual energy, right? So let's go ahead and get into today's read. It looks like we are talking about manifesting healthy connections. Okay, we're already on it. Okay, let's get to it. This is a great opportunity for you to take a screenshot so you can read on your own, or like I said, just click the link, grab yours. Let's do it together. We're going to go for the first paragraph here, starting at the top. It says, when manifesting healthy connections, we'll need to allow space for others to self-regulate and create independence within themselves to avoid unnecessary trauma. If not, we'll facilitate an environment for trauma bonds. When our value isn't dependent on people pleasing, we're less likely to compromise our worth for likability or popularity. Ultimately, character and respect become more appealing, while the receptivity to connection based on joy, not lack, increases. Wholeness is charismatic. It embodies a compelling attraction meant to serve our advancement. We become magnets for the desires of our hearts. Since we have learned to lead the self by regulating and detaching from our emotions, we are trusted to guide in other areas. Too many things tugging on our heartstrings affects our emotional availability, offensive nature, and confidence. Skills like emotional intelligence and maturity are attractive qualities to have in leadership, and confidence is a must. Now, I actually think that I read that before. I think I've read that paragraph in one of our days, but you did take a screenshot so you can read that second paragraph because it's just as important. It literally, I'm just going to say the first sentence because it is a run-on sentence, and if you took a screenshot, you saw that it was in parentheses. But I mentioned here, I say connections that encourage and facilitate a safe space for people to be themselves while growing confidence in their abilities without judgment or attachment screams acceptance and freedom. Yeah, I know that's a long run-on sentence, but you get me. Okay. This is so imperative to creating, I would say, healthy dynamics, because so often we get in these girl groups or these guy groups or just these groups in general where everybody wants you to be like them. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers think that you're supposed to be a clown. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of one, bitch. So you're never going to meet another person like me. And as long as you're trying to get me to be like you, you'll never really get to enjoy me. You'll never even really get to know me because you want me to be like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people who enjoy replicating themselves because it makes them feel better. You know what I'm saying? They're not challenged with diversity. They don't have to worry about somebody coming up against them or just opposition or resistance or whatever. And again, there's nothing wrong with having a challenge. There's nothing wrong with being challenged. There's nothing wrong with even having, say, resistance, because you don't want no yes man. But a lot of people really do want yes men. I feel like I'm talking really fast, but you get me. We have to learn that, you know what I'm saying, there is a difference between likability and popularity. But not only that, like likability and even say popularity at times is based off of just being a yes man. You know what I'm saying? People only like you because you constantly tell them yes. You stroke their ego. But the moment you start telling the motherfucker no, they don't want to be your friend. Not ever. You know what I'm saying? You may be popular or they may be popular, but what is their popularity? What's carrying that popularity? Is it that they people please? You know what I'm saying? Is it that, you know, people know that they can get whatever from that person? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're low effort even. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say that that's not what their popularity is based on? So it's just a lot of different factors that play into these, say, cult-like dynamics or friend groups, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, is it real? Is it genuine? Because if it's genuine, then I should be able to be myself. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to be who I am, untainted and uninfluenced. And it shouldn't make anyone feel, you know what I'm saying, any kind of way. And you shouldn't be trying to make me be like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that about? What is that about? Because ultimately, I feel like that's another thing. If you're trying to get me to be like you, then that means you don't really like me, right? Am I tripping? Oh, okay. Go ahead and click the link. Get yours. Let's do this together, okay?